Decider match. It's Leo and Mirko.
Straight up into the game we go. Match point for the Kingdom, while Team Falcons recover with a very familiar draft. If you watched MPL Philippines long enough, you'll know that this team has been together for what? Almost 3 years? They've been drafting this way for 2.
It's so crazy to see, a roster stick together for such a long time, Leo. I think in esports in general, it's so hard to get past year 1. Like, once you hit year 1, that's when usually rosters stagnate.
Yep.
Very, very quick. Not for Team Falcons, though. 3 years, still going strong, still playing really, really well. Hazel, though, on the export, certainly this is going to be the disadvantage up against a Nolan. You clear slow, and slow with spaces. S space, L space, O, W, man.
With like 16 O's.
With 16 O's.
It's a very specific rotation.
2 W's.
And an A or somewhere there. You have to be very specific in your rotation path, and you're jungling, and that leaves open to let the Wanderer clean for Falcon. So yeah, no. All EDOC is doing here is just playing a defensive Franco, contrary to the way we used to see him play it.
Very, very different to the early aggression 9-minute games we've been seeing from the Franco of EDOC. And I think even for Hazel, you can see the pathing. He knew he did not want to contest the lethal Wanderer.
And he's
he
losing
knows.
so much!
This is, I think, to be expected when you go for the X-Borg against the Nolan. And I think, again, that's why credit to Team Falcons for going for the Nolan. Good take there still for Kyle, securing it. But yeah, good pick for Team Falcons. They notice it's an X-Borg in the jungle. Instead of the Alpha, let's bully him even more when it comes to clearing.
Yep, and it's the right kind of hero you needed. If it was the Alpha, damage profile wouldn't be there. Not enough burst, not enough activatable finishers. This is right. Nolan Granger is the right combo for Team Falcons. It's what we call running gun back at home. Turtle already spawned. Burst and Hazel.
Dyron not even level 4. Does look like for Flap, he will be hitting level 4. Now it's going to be Thunder with the Iron Hook as well. Landing on the Kaltizi, and that's the burn down. Retry win for Hazel. No, it's Dyron who takes it. Still the bad impact locking few down. How have they done this? Falcons are the ones running away with the guy. They win coming down. Flapteezy is able to escape for a bit. Rins has the flicker. Does he want to go for it? Bit too risky, but they won the early game.
You want to know how, Mirko? You want to know how? Ido hooked Kyle Teasy. That compromised the position of the Nolan, hence why he couldn't retry anymore.
And it's all set up by a level 3 Dyron. That's why he didn't rotate, didn't need to. All he needed was level 3.
Just a bonk.
Getting the stun, getting that combo as EDOC locked in the hook.
It's a dirty combo.
Wow.
Again, these two heavy line frontliners that led to the steal. As if stunning Kyle Teasy was enough to assist in the hook.
Oof.
He stole it too. And now suddenly RRQ HOSHI can put their pedal to the metal and start going for the offense.
Oh man. You can see this matchup too, the Phobius really stopped down by Hylos. Dyron doing a stellar job up top. EDOC rotating forward, flickering forward with the play of the hunt. Now Demonforce coming down as well. Supermarket's going to be taken down, traded in for EDOC. Toy, can he survive? Dragged back by the Shadow Stampede. Good rotation reaction from Falcons.
Punitive action from Team Falcons. 2 for 1. Y'all go for the bulletproof. We will clap back in kind. And now we're waiting for how Team Falcons repair the situation up top. You mentioned how Flapteezy isn't exactly having the best time against Dyron. And now he sees Dyron's a little forward. Do I know what's up? He does see 2 of them.
Sanguine Claw to Flapteezy, no flicker. He is done up top. Rins gets given the kill there as Hazel looks for the invade over to Kyle Teasy. Will be able to put down the pressure. And that's another whole wave Flapteezy will be missing out on. Turtle probably go for free. Glorious Pathway coming out, baiting out the Circling Eagle already. Kaltizi gonna be locked down by the Sanguine Claws too. Hazel still on a Turtle. Bad impact from Rins over to Kaltizi as Dyron gets locked and brought back by the Stampede. Hazel doesn't even need to retry.
The 10 seconds that RRQ HOSHI held the line that Dyron and EDOC were ready to die for was enough to waste Kyle Teasy's time. And look, he's about to lose his purple.
Another one. He didn't use the retribution earlier. Kyle doesn't have the retry. And the advantage that we would expect Kyle Teasy to have on the Nolan, the clear speed, has been neutralized through the fast rotations, through that CC lock. Wow.
We knew that on a mechanical level, logic-wise, the Hylos was going to do work. No matter which assassin you put in front of this mythical centaur, they would have a hard time, but not like this. Not with how easy Dyron is making it look. Not 2,000 gold ahead, 5 minutes in. Look how easy he can't even walk through his own jungle.
And an Iron Hook lands with the Bloody Hunt. The Netherrealm comes in clutch, but still Ogwen, even with the Flicker, won't be able to survive. He might have just baited a few in to give Toy a double in the mid lane.
It just went from bad to worst as Marco can only hide behind tier 2, while 5 members of RRQ HOSHI barrel forward. Tier 1 in mid goes.
How have RRQ done this?
I'll tell you. Through Dyron confirming stuns, through Edok playing with range, and for Hazel to just make the right calls. Hazel, again, he's playing a hero that we haven't seen in a while in the jungle. He's picking his fights, man. He's picking his spots. And a hero doesn't have to be perfect to perform, but it has to be perfect for the situation.
You're saying all this, Leo, as if, again, they didn't just swap their members. Edok going to be able to pop in the win a crown. Toy, some Enforce coming down, and they're all going to be obliterated by that AoE. Still, Hazel has yet to pop the last Insanity. He's just burning Falcons alive. Ogwen next to the chopping block. There it goes. The last Insanity to blow Ogwen up. Kaltizi walks up for the kill, but Hazel's a bit too tanky.
The Falcons walk away with nothing. That fight started when RRQ HOSHI collapsed on the few. Look, fellas, he never even got to use Netherrealm. That's how bad it was. That's how fast RRQ HOSHI can get these fights done.
Oh.
And Kaltizi tried. He really did. But the Kingdom says no. They're approaching a 4,000 gold lead 7 minutes in. Team Falcons, as good as a recovery lineup could get, gets denied just that.
Phenomenal stuff from RRQ HOSHI. Absolutely phenomenal. 9-3, 7 minutes in. And Leo, I was about to bring it up. Again, you're talking as if they didn't swap out a player. Because yes, they got the great drafts. They have this crazy synergy. But it's Hazel, not Sutsujin. Yet everything has stayed the same. Maybe even this game a bit more oppressive.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'll tell you now. Hazel is looking motivated. RRQ HOSHI are looking all the more ready to play with a new jungler. And it's a new style. You're right. He's a little loco. The draft is a little loco.
It's loco when you got Hazel. Kescute can get a little bit loco.
He'll allow it.
He'll allow it, but sometimes the good old calculation from Sutsujin might be better as well. And they have now 2 options that have synced with the team up top. Okay.
I'll tell you now, how do you calculate 5,000 gold ahead at 8 minutes? All 3 turtles, 9-3. There's nothing to calculate. You are stomping your way through a mid-game power spike. You can do whatever you want.
You would expect this composition again to have to wait for the mid-game. Like you said, Hazel on the export, Rins on a Sicilian. These ain't early game picks. Taking a look at the items, man, War Axe already, Brute Force Breastplate for Hazel. And he's keeping up with the farm of Nolan. Kaltizi is only ahead by 200 gold.
But Mirko, get this, that's the only thing Kaltizi's doing. He's literally just farming.
Yeah.
He couldn't even touch the turtle earlier. He tried, but, you know, came about this close. I'm holding my hand like 6 inches apart, but it's not close at all.
And who can he really target is my question here. Rins, that's it, right? Because even Toy, he has ways to deal with the Nolan.
Yeah.
Heck, I would say Toy would do better against the Nolan on the Harith.
That's right. And now, Team Falcons can't even think of contesting the Lord.
Wow.
They push back any level of resistance. Ogwen had to dash out of there. Kyle is thankfully can touch his orange, at least.
That's a 9-minute holy crystal for Toy.
Toy's rocking.
Wishing Lantern from Rins.
Yep, Toy's rocking the Mage Gold Lane Trinity.
Oh, man.
Feather of Heaven, Starlim Scythe, Holy Crystal. Again, you're right. At this point, I'll agree with you. Kaltizi would regret trying to pick a fight with Toy. Oh, Dyron gets pulled in. Oh!
Iron Hook Flicker not able to land, but Few has been taken quite low. Forced to back away. Might be able to go for the Holy Defense. Again, baiting out Super Marco with the dash right there. Is that going to be Hazel? Lock time quite a bit. Ooh. Able to get out. Does pop the Holy Defense. Now, does not have that Faraga armor. Lord charging down to the bottom lane. Able to get that charge down. Sanguine Claws and Iron Hook. Not landing. Glorious Pathway zoning them away. Now it's also a full fight with a dive in, but it's Mew who gets obliterated. Still Toy Free hitting in the skirmish. Dyra in the front line. Toy getting a double, looking for another. Kyle forced back. No minions, no problem. The dive continues.
Few and Ogun popped their flickers. I was wondering, why not the Purify? Again, hindsight is 2020, but a Purify would have been very much in order here in a matchup like this. That's why it's so hard for Team Falcons to pick these fights. That's why it's so hard for Team Falcons to even respond when RRQ HOSHI says it's go time.
I honestly cannot blame him here, Leo. They thought they would be the ones ahead in the early game with a Nolan farming 2 times faster than an X-Borg, with a Phoveus Mathilda and a Faramis. They really have set themselves up for winning the neutral objective, at least Turtle 1, right? And by then, if they did win Turtle 1, maybe they would be able to get a snowball, and then they would be able to just flicker in before RRQ do all this, poke them down, go for picks. But it didn't play out the way they expected.
Are you telling me they didn't expect the Law and Order hook to derail everything? Because that's literally it. It was literally the stun and the hook that denied the Turtle from Team Falcons and turned everything sideways.
But even then, right, it was the guy who couldn't go for Purify, who got stunned, hooked over. So, yikes!
It's a difficulty in recovery.
Yeah.
And Team Falcons aren't armed for that. Again, the Purify sure, the Flicker sure will reposition you, but when RRQ HOSHI move forward, they really have no way back. Again, they're not the ones playing with the Matilda. It's Team Falcons playing with the Matilda. Now they're approaching a 9K gold lead, and Rins and Toy are ready to go. All right, let's check what Team Falcons are building here. Not a single one is ready to take on that kind of magic damage.
No. And not a single one of them can really hurt the front line of RRQ HOSHI at this time. RRQ have built themselves up so well, these frontliners, to Hazel. What is he sitting on now? Immortality. Oh, make that 3 now health bars that you're going to have to deal with against Hazel. And he already has a Dreadnought armor. What happened to Kaltizi? That's going to be a kill back. Edo finally taken down. Super Marco picks up the kill. Finds the Melfic Roar, Sanguine Claws landing. Ogwen with a flicker around, Glorious Pathway, and a flicker forward from Rins. This is a 2v4, and they're taking it. Rins gonna be jumped on now, but Toy in the back line is dismantling everyone. Ogwen now still up there, triple kill taken out. Super Marco falling under that base turret too.
And now Few has to do damage control. Gotta clean up the Falcons' nest because there's waves crashing through, a base left standing, and 2 members of the Kingdom knocking on your door, plus a Lord.
It's GG. Few can only just watch as the Lord of the Kingdom slices and dices.